Hey y'all, it's me. Guess what? It's time. Y'all need to comment if you want pecans. Two people will be lucky enough to get these pecans. I'm going to do the drawing exactly like I did last time. I'm going to write everybody's name down on a piece of paper who comments with the number beside it. And then I'll draw a number. And if your number matches your name, you get the pecans. And trust me, there are a lot of pecans in these little quart bags. A lot of pecans. And we're still going to pick up more. I took a couple of days off because my shoulder decided to just die on me. I think I've told y'all before I have arthritis real bad of the neck and shoulders, and I've got bone loss in this shoulder over here. And after a while, looking down to crochet and stuff like that, and then with doing these pecans, I was looking down constantly to crack them, and I had to have a cold compress on them. And I got Happy Mail from Black Ribbon Studios, Denise Morris. Thank you, Happy Mail. I love Happy Mail, y'all. I do. I can't help it. I bet everybody does. And it's a card. Oh, look how pretty this card is, y'all. Hang on. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. And she just said a note to thank me for my kindness. I love your channel and thank you for your support. She's awesome, y'all. If y'all haven't had a chance to check her out, I would. It's Black Ribbon Studio, and her name is Denise. I actually like her channel. And I also, y'all, I'm going to start doing shout outs again. I have two that I'm hanging on to right now. And then I'm going to start going through my list of ones that I'm already subscribed to and give y'all the lowdown of why I like these particular channels. I'm not going to say anything about what they need to improve or anything like that. I'm just going to tell you why I like the channels. You may not like the same things as me. Like with Bag a Day, some people like her tutorials. Me, I love her tutorials. Some people like her yarn unboxings. Some people like her giveaways, just strictly her giveaways. I have personally decided not to enter her giveaways anymore. Just not going to do it. I love her to death, but with 11,000 people, your odds are not good on winning. So therefore, I choose not to participate anymore. But I'll congratulate everybody who wins because that's just me. I'm going to congratulate you if you win. Can't help it. I saw Madonna's video last night, I think. I watched it last night. And Rose Like Crochet had a new one out. And oh, y'all see this? Yeah, I caught my hand on his pen. He goes inside a crate to sleep at night, and it's a metal crate. And so whenever I was doing this with it, it came along my whole hand and just scratched up, jammed it up real good. But it's healing, so that's a good thing. Thank y'all for all the prayers for my mom. She had some tests done. They're still trying to figure out what's causing it. She's got, yeah, they're going to figure out why she's losing so much iron, because she's losing it as fast as she puts it in, it's going out. So I don't know what that means, but we'll find out. And I hope it's not a bad thing. I hope it's a really good thing, or something that's easy to fix. Let's see, there's a lot of people on my prayer list right now. It's like grown exponentially. It's like, the more people I like, the more people on my prayer list. I might have to get a bigger wall. Yeah. I'm gonna have to start putting have y'all ever watched that movie The War Room, where she has a closet in her house that's literally, she says her prayers in there every night, and she has a list on her wall of the people she's praying for. And she goes through and she prays for each of those people individually. And then she goes through and prays for others. And it's like really, really a great movie. I kind of liked it. But then again, I am kind of religious. If y'all aren't, that's fine, because I believe that you are meant to do you. Literally. Do your thing, honey. It don't bother me none. Um, Could care less. Love you. I love you anyway. Because that's just life. I mean, you can't, if you go around judging people all the time, you're never going to have a good day, because you're going to constantly be judging other people. So therefore, I choose not to. And I have better days than not. So that's a good thing. I've been racking my brain for stories, and I mean, adventures when we were kids. There were things we did that I would never let my child do when she was growing up. And I know she's not letting her children do it either. So it's kind of funny that, what we got away with as kids, there's no way in heaven we would let our kids get away with the same thing, because we didn't realize how dangerous it was until we were older. I mean, we thought nothing of getting in a car with somebody and riding down the road. I mean, I'm sure there were people snatching kids left and right back then, but you just didn't hear about it as much, because social media has exploded everything and brought to light things that were always hidden. And I think that's a good thing in some ways, and it's a bad thing in others, because it scares people so bad they don't want to go outside. You've got a whole lot more, is it agoraphobic people who won't go outside? Is that it? I think it's agoraphobia. But there are millions more people who will not go outside their front door because they're terrified of what's out in outside of their door. They have their groceries delivered. They have everything delivered. And it's sad. I feel for these people, because that must be a horrible thing, to be afraid to go out your front door. Yeah, I feel for them. I really do. Um, I wanted to know more about you guys, but I definitely want y'all to comment on if you want pecans. And, you can leave a little note whether you make cookies, pecan pies, or whether you just eat them whole. Because, honey, they are good plain. I've had these two in the freezer, so I'm going to stick them in the fridge before I mail them, because I know by the time they get there, they will not be cold. But I don't want them to get bad before I mail them. So I will be mailing these on or around the 3rd of November, which is about 10 days away. So you've got until November 2nd to comment. So if you have friends who love pecans, or who have never tried pecans, unless you're international, I'm going to try to do Canada. I don't even know what the postage there is. I don't even know if I can send pecans across. Would somebody in Canada comment and let me know whether I could send whole pecans to y'all? Because I have a food saver that, if it requires it to be completely sealed, I can do that. And I actually plan on doing that to these before I mail them, because I don't want them loose. And, if somebody hits the package the wrong way, the thing may, I want to make sure they're going to get to you exactly how I sent them. So I will be doing the food saver thing on these. Just so you know. I'm looking forward to sending them. I've been munching on them as I go, It's one of the perks of having to shell them. Yeah, I love pecans. I can't help it. I always have. But like I said, I'm not paying $12 for pecans. I love them, but I don't love them that much. And they actually have a store in Mississippi, the Mississippi Pecan Company. They, oh my gosh, they have those nice sized pecan. Oh yeah, they're really good too. But they're expensive too. And they're a direct seller. They're not having to go through different places. They grow their own pecans. They shake them off the trees. They shell them. They package them, and it's just, some of them are more, they're just expensive right now, because I guess the pecans didn't do as well last year. I don't know, but I know that in the last 2 years, 2 years, they've been expensive as all get out. I know the year before last they were like $8 a quart. Like this is was worth $8. Now this many pecans, yeah, we're talking at least $12 to $15, y'all. That's serious. I'm not even playing. Check it out at your grocery store. I mean, the small little bags like this are like $3 to $4 now. Um, yeah, I'm not paying that. But I do plan on sending 2 people. I'm excited about that. Happy Meal that they could whip pecans. Now, Marianne and Beth are not eligible for this one because they did the Happy Meal thing last time. So I'm sorry, Beth. I'm sorry, Marianne. But you got to stay it out for at least 3 times to give other people an opportunity to get a Happy Meal from me. And since I can't afford to send a whole lot of Happy Meal, this is the best I can do. Now, I'm also going to pick one random person, and I'm not going to say who it is. It's just going to show up. Um, Maybe somebody I already have the address from, or maybe somebody I go looking for an address for. And I have ways of getting addresses. I have ways of getting emails and stuff like that. And I emailed Holly at the Proper Pineapple to let her know that my brother-in-law said, honey, after that, go to Kaufman. They're closer to Dallas, but they're outside of Dallas, so you still get the country setting closer to a bigger city. And he said they have like 5 or 6 campgrounds out there that are just awesome. So if anybody talks to Holly, let her know to check out Kaufman, Texas, because that's probably going to be her better bet. And he would be closer to some of the better facilities for his issues, her husband. So I think that might be work out a little better for them because right now where they're living, it's a little further out of Dallas. Kaufman's a little closer. Um, I think it's between Tyler and Dallas. I'm not sure. I'm thinking it is, but they have several communities up along there. But Kaufman's the one with all the campgrounds, and they have some beautiful ones. He said, and their facilities are open 24/7. They don't close them at night. I watched her video and I flipped out. I let my brother-in-law watch it. And, he don't crochet. He don't know anything about crocheting. But them talking about the campground they were at, he was furious. He said they are giving the people in Texas a bad name. And he was mad because, and he normally don't get mad. He's like a level-headed kid guy. He just really chill. But he was mad about that because he was like, those kind of people are grifters or cons or something because he said they're just so not right. Because obviously the money that they're getting from their campers and stuff are not going back into the facilities because they have a dock that's falling apart. Yeah, he was not happy about that one. So he suggested going to Kaufman. He said there are several there and they're all really good people. So check it out. Also, I sat there. How many of y'all, and you could add this in addition to the pecans, but make sure you put pecan somewhere in your answer or somewhere on your comment so that I'll know that you want the pecans. But how many of y'all actually play tennis in your street? We did. When we were growing up, tennis, I loved tennis. I really did. I enjoyed it. I had a wicked serve. But, you know, we played in the middle of the road. It's where we always played. Middle of the road, down the street, around the corner. I mean, I don't think we were at home hardly at all during the summer. I'm sure my mother could not find us if she searched up and down. because we had so many friends in the neighborhood, and a lot of our friends were exactly the same age. I mean, we were all of an age in our neighborhood at the same time, and it was great time growing up there because so many kids of your age were there, and it was just a whole bunch of us. And I mean, it was great. And then we moved to Louisiana, which I liked it. I enjoyed it being there, but I was ready to leave when I left because New Orleans has never really been the safest city in the world. Um, and then after Katrina, you had all the gangs coming in to see what they could rip off and get a hold of. I mean, there were tons of them coming down, and they sort of took over part of the city, and they're having the dickens of a time getting them out. I mean, they're trying, they're working it. But when you had a police chief at the time, right after Katrina, who took all that money and didn't do anything productive with it, it hurt New Orleans. I mean, there was a time for corruption. That was not it. That really wasn't it. But New Orleans is bouncing back. They're getting, they have the aquarium down there. They have the butterfly. Oh, it's a beautiful place. My daughter took her kids there. Um, her father-in-law lives down in the New Orleans area, and they go on the riverbank. I mean, they just go everywhere when they're down there. And so I told her, I said, just be careful. Don't carry your purse. Keep all your money in the front pocket, and don't look at anybody sideways, and keep hold of your kids. And she has followed most of those instructions. Usually, when they go to downtown New Orleans, they really don't bring the kids. It's just her and her husband that go downtown. But like to the museums or something like that, she will go with the kids. But there's I don't know what kind of thing it is, but it's something where you're like escorted. You can be escorted to it and then escorted back, so that they don't have to run the risk of entangling with people who might be meaning them harm. Um, let's see. I know, y'all. I had an uncle that lived on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. He lived in Biloxi. Um, they went through Camille when Camille came through, and Camille didn't hurt their house at all. Didn't even get close. Katrina, yeah, it flooded out their area. Missy Lou, Missy, honey, nobody's out there. I promise. She gets excited and then barks forever. You know what's funny though is whenever I'm playing a video and she hears a dog barking, she goes wild. I'm like, really? Come on, you can't tell they're on the TV. Um, but yeah, she does it. This video is going long again, y'all. I gotta start watching my time. I gotta do better time management. Yeah, I'm not really good at it. But if you like my video, you're more than welcome to like it. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Um, and then, let's see, to the person who told me I can color my hair anytime, not really, because I have to actually have a reason to, because otherwise my sister won't let me. Yeah, it won't go over well. That's why this is my cheat. When I get to 1,000, I am so going for it. I already told her I'm doing it for a solid month, and she flipped. Said, no. I told him that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for a whole solid month with different colors of rainbow hair. Change it up every other day or so. And every time I change it, I'm going to record it so that y'all can see what new color variations I've got going on. I'm trying to think, y'all. I know there was a story I had in mind, and it just went right out my head. I could tell you No, that's not even funny. I don't know. I will think on it tonight and I'll start writing down a list of stories, like I did with Churchill, she was like, "You told them all of Churchill?" I said, "Yeah, I told them all of Churchill." All right, y'all, I'm going to have to let you go because the dog needs to go out and he ain't waiting. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.